Recall efforts are ramping up at Central Unified after trustees voted to terminate Superintendent Mark Sutton's contract. Now, many of you may remember something similar happened in Selma Unified when Sutton was ousted there in 2015. Action News reporter Christina Fan joins us live in the studio tonight to recount what happened with those recall efforts. Christina?
Well, Liz, the three trustees who voted to oust Sutton were all successfully recalled. And in the following months, there was also a grand jury investigation that found several violations by the board.
The anger inside this boardroom back in 2015 had long-lasting consequences for Selma Unified.
Shame on you. Shame, shame, shame.
After voting to terminate Superintendent Mark Sutton's contract, the board had to face the ire of an entire community. It began with the recall of 3 trustees. Then a grand jury investigation began. Lanny Larson was the foreman.
In some cases, there were clear violations of their policy manual, but their policy manual is was at that time 1,700 pages.
After a 6-month investigation, the grand jury found the 3 recalled trustees did not follow a code of ethics. There was poor communication, disrespect, and verbal abuse towards district staff and administrators. Witnesses also testified that one of the trustees would visit classrooms unannounced to intimidate teachers.
The fact that they hold the ultimate decision over your job, that could be a problem for teachers, for example.
But the grand jury could not prove a key allegation, accusing the board of orchestrating Superintendent Sutton's termination ahead of the special meeting. None of the board members had district email accounts, and the jury could not get access to their personal emails.
It's up to the citizens ultimately to do whatever they want to do. All the grand jury can do is say, this is what we think you should do.
In the case of Selma Unified, the new board and superintendent ultimately took away many of the grand jury's recommendations, including acting as one cohesive body rather than as individuals.
And since that report, all trustees now have their own district email. New trustees are also to be trained on the Brown Act and other district policies. Live in the studio, Christina Fan, ABC 30, Action News.